Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Trad Tuesdays. So, the beer we're looking at today is from Black Sheep Brewery. Now you're probably thinking, actually they're not that old. Well, they're not. I think well, tell you what, let's get into the story. So Black Sheep Brewery, their story. 1988, let me put my glasses on. Always helps, doesn't it, Rob? 1988, Paul Feakston leaves Feakston after its sale to a national brewery. So he broke away. And I do know that Paul's wife named the Black Sheep Brewery because Paul was a bit of a black sheep, basically. In 1991, he acquires basically a maltings in Masham, which becomes home of Black Sheep. In 92, Black Sheep is born. He basically made a best bitter, and that was his flagship. So 1992. So what we're talking there, 30 years. So yeah, they're not old. They're not an old brewery, but the family and they're independent brewery. So that's why they're on Trad Tuesdays, and they do trad beers. 93, Black Sheep Ale becomes first beer to be bottled. 1997, Riggwelter joins the beers, and that's what I'm going to be tasting today, the Riggwelter. Going on from there, 2010, quite a big step then. Rob Feakston joins his dad, Paul, and then he takes over as managing director. 2017, Black Sheep brew their first lager and then launch it. Can't quite remember the name of that. 2018, Black Sheep acquires York Brewery and then starts getting its first pubs. Like I said, Black Sheep was named by Paul's wife. Paul is the Black Sheep, and currently Rob and Joe are running the brewery, and they're Paul's sons. Black Sheep brew cask, keg, bottle, cans and mini keg, and they've also got like an arm which is called the 5 Barrel Project, which is like their craft arm, and they're producing new wave beers. So they're on Trad Tuesday because they do trad beers, and they're in the supermarkets, quite easy to get hold of. This one cost me, I think it was about £1.80. Riggwelter. I've never had this one. I've had the Black Sheep Ale a couple of times. I've got the glass here. Anyway, let's get into the glass. So this is the fabled Riggwelter Strong Dark Yorkshire Ale, coming in at 5.7%, born and bred in Masham, Yorkshire. So I've never had this, so I'm expecting it's going to be, what does it say? Yeah, dark, so it's got to be dark. Yes, that is like a real dark. It's like a nutty chestnut colour. We'll get it all in. Possibly. It's all in. So there we go, Riggwelter. That looks superb in the glass. It's a Black Sheep glass as well. And no, I didn't acquire this by walking away from a pub. It was actually bought from a pub which was closing down. So, yep, that's what happened there. So, looks superb in the glass. Clear as a bell. What I can see there is mahogany, chestnut colours. It looks so inviting. Nice creamy head, just off white. It looks superb in the glass, it really does. Born and bred in Masham, Yorkshire. And the glass was bought for me by my brother as well. So, cheers, Dan. And there we go, there's a beer in a glass. Oh, what is that? Right, toffee. I can smell better without my glasses on. Toffee, for sure. And then there's that. I'm getting a bit of a yeasty smell as well there. Definitely picking up some bitterness. I'm getting an aroma of bitterness. And then there's that hop, and it's quite floral hop, and a little bit of citrus, like an orange aroma as well there. Definite bready, brown bread. Smells really inviting. That smells great. It smells like an ESB in a way for me. Marmalade. When I say marmalade and orange, that's what I'm thinking of there. Marmalade on toast. ESBs. Anyway, cheers. Let's get a taste. Oh, that's good. It's got a really well balanced bitterness, which is going across the tongue, and it's coating, it's lingering, it's staying at the back, and then you're getting the sweetness from the malts sort of coming after that. So you get the flush of bitterness, that then disappears at the side of the tongue, lingers, and then you're getting a sweetness from the malts flushing over the tongue as well. Then that's backed up with what that zesty floral zing of a hop that's going on there. That is a lovely, lovely beer. That is well worth seeking out. If you like your classic old English traditional style beers, it's got a bit of, definitely got body there. It's not thin and watery, and you want something that's coated your tongue, and it wants you to go back because it then dries your tongue, and then you want to go back and just have a little bit more. That is superb, it really is. If you get down to your supermarket, support these breweries that people seem to forget about, especially in the craft scene at the moment. The traditional breweries do get forgot about, and they do some fantastic beers, especially these independent breweries that I'm doing at the moment on the Trad Tuesday. And I always say it, I'm so glad to do these Trad Tuesdays because it introduces me to these beers, because I've been ignorant as well for the last couple of years, just looking at the modern brewers and forgetting about these traditional brewers. Even 30 years old, they're quite modern still. They just miss out on the modern Mondays for me, but they're doing great work. Superb, that, absolutely superb. I'm gonna have to put my glasses back on now because I need to read the bottle if it says anything at all. Riggwelter, when a sheep is on its back and cannot get up without help, local Dale's dialect says it's rigged or rig-welted. There we go. Black Sheep Brewery. And it says on here, the fabled Riggwelter is a ferocious and powerful dark ale with true Yorkshire bite. That's that hop zinginess I was on about. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Complex flavours of chocolate, didn't get chocolate, licorice and coffee blend with a roasted malt, leaving a long-lasting dry finish. Getting a long-lasting dry finish. Excuse me, I was saying about the caramel. I wasn't saying chocolate and licorice and coffee. For me, that was a sweetness from the malts you're definitely getting, and the caramel, toffee, and then that bready brown bread with that marmalade. Independently brewed in Masham, Yorkshire, using fresh Dale's water and our iconic Yorkshire Square fermenters. And I'm wondering if that's when I said at the beginning about the yeast, I bet it's because it's in the Square fermenters. It's very similar to Samuel Smith's, what they do. 5.7%, 500ml bottle. And if you want to go and visit blacksheepbrewery.co.uk, superb, fantastic beer, 5.7% in your local supermarket, that one. I mean, support your independent bottle shops, but also don't forget about these traditional brewers to do some fantastic beers. So there we go. Trad Tuesday, Black Sheep, superb. Oh yeah, look at the picture. It's got the sheep on its back. I didn't even notice that. But I'll be searching that out again for sure. Okay, cheers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.